Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and it's Monday the 3rd of March 2025 and this is episode 58. I was trying to remember that bit of information but I never can. I have to look at my book. Very warm welcome to you all. Hope you all had a lovely weekend doing something nice or doing lots of knitting, crochet, embroidery, crafting, diamond painting, or whatever your craft was. Hope you had a nice, or whether you just had jobs to do, or anyway, hope you just had a really lovely weekend. I've had a bit of a funny week last week. A couple of days, I just didn't feel like crocheting at all. I needed to tidy up in here and sort out, and I didn't really feel like doing that either. I think I just absolutely didn't want to do anything, so I just sat quietly and was thinking of Mom and things like that. And I know it was total waste of hours and things, not doing anything, but I just felt I just couldn't. I couldn't even crochet, which is not like me at all. But still going through the grieving process, I expect. So that's I know everybody's different, but if anybody's new to my channel, me and my family lost our beautiful mum on the 13th of February. It was a day before her 91st birthday, so she had a really, really good life. Lots of holidays and full life and full of joy. But she was very, very poorly, and so she's out of pain and that now, but still leaves us with a big open space in our hearts. But anyway, so a couple of days I feel I haven't done an awful lot this week. Start with, as always, I start with the 3D the crochet along that Natasha. Morning, Natasha. Natasha's doing on her channel, Hooks and Stitches. We've been doing it a while now, so we're getting through them. It's this 3D granny square book. It's it's a book. I couldn't say I recommend it if you can crochet. You're not new to crochet. If you can crochet and you've had a bit of experience with back loops and front loops and because it's all 3D, so some of the things are sewn on separately. Can I find one? Oh yeah, the llama, for example. Here, this was, you crocheted that, you did the square, and then you sewed that on separately, which was fine. But some of them, like the kiwi, you start off your square and then you work into the front loops of one round, and then when you come to do your square you pick up the back loops. So, and some of the instructions, they're a bit vague and there's a little bit missing. There is charts, but they're very, very, I'll just show you a little bit of one. It's very faint and it's very small. I'm making it sound awful. It's a really good book. I've really enjoyed working through it, but you have to have a bit of, some of them you've got to just work out your own, just do it perhaps your own way rather than what they're suggesting. Some of them, most of them are okay, but anyway, last week we had the lovely little elf, little Christmas elf. Now, I wasn't sure what this was here, but it's actually his beard. But it was like the fish scales, the dragon scales, and I struggled with that doing the fish. So I thought, well, I wasn't sure if it was a bow tie or what, so I thought I'll just leave that off because I wasn't really sure what it was. But I don't know if you remember back in oops, warm knocking. Back when I was doing Vlogmas, where's my little, oh, it's right at the back. For those of you that remember me doing Vlogmas, oh, you can't really see it, back there somewhere behind Bagpuss, I did a little elf, but the ears looked quite. Somehow I did the ears and it looked like a little pig, a little piggy elf. Well, I think I've done the same. I don't know if it's the nose or the ears, but I seem to have got like a little. So that's the elf there. Look, that's him. But without the beard, that's mine. But is it the ears? I think he looks a little bit like a little piggy, like a little piggy elf. But I don't mind. I like pigs. It just made me laugh. Just thought, oh, it's his little ears somehow. I had to put a few rows less of the hat because even though you bent that down, it was coming up here somewhere. So I had to cut a few rows off from the hat and left the beard off. So I think he's quite cute. Little beardless elf. And then the other one that she chose was the Christmas tree. She picks them at random from a little pot. The Christmas tree. And I looked at the colours and I thought, oh, they just looked a bit pale for me. And again, just totally personal choice. When I think of Christmas, I like red, green and gold. So just to see that, I thought, oh, it looks a bit white. So I did mine the green tree, but did red and gold, a little bit of brown for the. I mainly used Stylecraft Special DK green. I think this red's lipstick, and then a little bit of brown for the trunk of the tree. But that was a lovely one to do, straightforward and easy. Thank goodness. Like I said, this one, sometimes they seem to have too many stitches. Instead of increasing gradually, like when you do a circle, you generally go 2 double crochet in each for the first, but then you'd go 1 double crochet increase, 1 double crochet increase, or then you'd do 2 double crochet increase and then 3 double crochet increase, you know, like that, like you normally would. But with this one, for some reason, there's 3 designers and I can only think that 2 of them are brilliant, but one of them is not quite so good. I don't know if they've tested the pattern, but it's very, instead of doing it like that gradually, it's 1 double crochet in the first stitch, then you've got increase, 1 double crochet, increase, and it makes too many stitches somehow. So I've tried to flatten it a bit, but it makes it very ripply and far too many stitches. But anyway, it'll flatten and it'll be lovely. It'll come right in the end. Now, Natasha's already done her video this morning. Oh, so I can tell you for next week we have got very Christmassy theme. We've got the turkey. That looks a little bit challenging, I must say. I think this bit may be sewn on separately. Flatten the open end of the turkey body and hold both sides together. Single crochet through both sides. Yeah, it does look a little bit challenging, but I shall try it no matter what. See, I might do that different colour because it makes it fade away sometimes, doesn't it? But anyway, I'll see. So that's one of them. And these 2 squares that we're doing this week will be, they'll be square 77 and 78. We're doing that one, the textured granny, which that'll be absolutely fine. That'll be lovely. Yeah, lots of nice colours in that, so that's what's coming up for next week. So that's those. can go in there. And then the other crochet along taking part in is this A Year of the Granny Square. This book is by Kylie Mileta. It's 52 grannies to crochet, one for every week of the year. And we are on square 30 by Jenni in my spare time. Hi Jenni. This is number 30. It's called Hayfield, and it's a 1 ball of yarn skill rating. Now last week I did that Sparks with the spike stitch, and it was awful. I really couldn't do it whatsoever. I did it, but it just, they didn't look like sparks. They looked like, well, bananas, half of them, and they just looked like crow's feet or something. They just didn't look right at all. But never mind, I just did them. But I think the reason being that we worked it upside down, but reason being, when you're working, you had to go 2 rows down and 2 rows left, or 1 row down and 1 row left, then 2 rows down and then 2 rows, and then I just wasn't sure where to put the hook at all. So because you're doing all these down, left, right, up, down, it just made it really difficult. So when I turned to this one and special stitches, spike single crochet, spike double crochet, I thought, oh no, oh, I just can't, I won't be able to do it. I know, I really won't be able to do it. Beautiful square though, and lovely colours. But I watched a tutorial on the spike stitch. I can't remember. Might have been Bella Coco, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But anyway, but this spike stitch, because it wasn't going down 2 rows and left a row, it was literally just straight down to the row below. It was okay, thank goodness. And which is the right side? Where did I? Can't remember. I don't know which is the right way up anyway. But this was my square. So I absolutely loved making this. Totally different to the spike stitch. So I thought, oh, I mustn't be too harsh on the spike stitch. It was just that one where you had to go across and down some and left and right. But just to go, I just knew exactly there was a space left. So then you went down into that space or chain space, can't remember. But it just made it was just so lovely and easy to do. So yeah, I changed my mind with the spike stitch. As long as it's just a single or a double, and it's just you know, underneath, that's fine. But the colours I used for that were, I used Starcraft Special DK in gold, and I used Starcraft Special DK in teal, lovely teal colour, and just a little oddment of meadow, Starcraft Special DK Meadow. So those are the 3 colours I used. I also used the gold for the 3D square, for the, was it not the Christmas tree? What bit did I do? Oh, I used it for the backing of the elf, and just for some of the little baubles and that. I used the gold. So that was that. But yeah, I absolutely loved that square. It was so nice to do, and it feels so nice and textured. I wouldn't, would I or wouldn't I? I'd even go as far as to say, at some point, not anytime soon, at some point I may do a blanket or something with it, because it's so, I know the yarn's nice and soft, and when you wash it it's even softer, but it's just a lovely texture. And other than sewing in different ends, absolutely love that. Make some, maybe not a blanket, maybe something a bit smaller, but I absolutely loved doing that. Just such a relief. And then next week we'll be doing, next week we'll be doing the berries, number 31, because we're into autumn now. The cluster of berries at either side are created with groups of bobble stitches, creating a lovely warm texture. So yeah, they'll be nice little bubbles. I don't mind doing bubbles, and that's a one ball skill rating. So that could be that. Whoops! Excuse me a minute. I just dropped my birthday card from my mum in there. So that's that. Absolutely love doing that. It's lovely when you do a nice one and it's straightforward and you don't struggle, isn't it? I think, oh, off the back. Now the project that I'm doing with that, I showed you a little bit last week, but I can't really show you much more because half of it is going to be the front. So we've done spring and summer. So spring and summer is going to be on the front, and autumn and winter will be on the back. So what I'm making is like a, let me see if I can stand up a little bit so you can see. Don't want to be too close, but oh, you can't really see. I'm making like a, it'll either be like a top, like a slash neck top, because that'll come at the sides, or I'm not sure whether to have this open and do a bit of a border and have it like a tunic. That's what I'm doing. So you can't really see much. I could seam those, but until I've got all the winter and autumn, you know, there's not really much to. I know it'll be very bright, and I started to join that, and I thought I'll join them all with black, but I've changed my mind. I don't think I'll do black. It'll be too. But that's this little bit I'll have as a little sleeve. I'll just have a little bit of a sleeve with just 3, and then it'll be like a tunic. But no, I won't join in black because I didn't like that really. I just did single crochet, but I don't want to do that because black's a bit harsh. I thought I could do gold or cream, more of a neutral, dark was a bit black. So yeah, it'll be difficult to show you that till I've done more squares of the autumn and the winter. Moving on to, like I said every week, one of my daughter-in-laws, Amanda. Hi Amanda, if you're watching. Her auntie asked me to do a blanket, and let me just show you. I have showed you this before, but anybody that's new or hasn't seen it before, I made this for my grandson, this blanket. It was just a granny square in the middle, different shades of blue, and then I just put little solid squares around the edge of all different mixed blues. But she loved that. She really loved that. So, but she wanted more of these colours, these pastel-y colours. So I chose some colours. Like I said, this was last year, so I really should have started it, but you know, you get things on, don't you? So these are the Starcraft Special Decay new colours. There's tea green, that's a lovely, very pale minty green. And then there's mushy peas. Well, that's called mushy peas, but sorry, I'm going a little bit off topic here. But was it last week? Was it the week before? The week before we had 3 of my grandchildren stay. And one of the days we went into Barmouth, into our local town, and it was about lunchtime, so we said, oh, we'll treat them to fish and chips and cafe, to sit down. So anyway, me and my husband decided to have mushy peas. I quite like mushy peas, but I don't have them very often. Anyway, we had mushy peas, and I'm not kidding, they were like toxic waste. The colour, the colour was, oh, it was vivid. I'll tell you what the colour was like. This is my little thing at me. No, it was darker than that. That's like a neon. It was like a neon, but a dark neon. Oh, I've never seen anything so dark in all my life. Oh, they tasted okay, but they didn't. They looked a bit artificial to me, but I can't see anything that was so dark. Oh, yeah, anyway. So that was nothing like the mushy peas that we had. That's a nice colour, and I think that's what they should be like, but oh, nothing like what we had. They were nice anyway. This is cream. Starcraft Special DK cream. And then this was the Wild Orchid. Ooh, got a little bit of a mess there. Wild Orchid, because she wanted a little bit of pink, but not much pink, and very pale pink. And then this is Toy, like a little bit of an off, like, I don't know, ivory more. But anyway, so I'm still doing the middle section. This is what it's coming like. I'm doing a granny square, but you don't turn it. And this tutorial is by Tracy from Crochet Rocks, and it's the no more turning chain seam free granny square, and it's lovely how she does it. So when I showed it you last time, I'd done from down here. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did from this stitch marker to this one. That was my free one I had from Crochet Now, and I've just done those few rows. So didn't manage to get much done, but I think I'll start taking it with me in a little bag wherever I go, so I can just, because I don't have to think about it, I can just but it's coming on, and so I need to just finish this big square, get it quite wide, because I want it for a single, she wants it for a single bed, so it'll just a few more rows, and then, like I said last week, I showed you these last week, I did a solid granny square. This was just a tiny bit. I was going to do a plain green tea, was it? Tea green. So I'm just going to do a mixture of assorted and plain squares. So it's coming on, it's taking a little bit longer than I would have liked, but I'll just try and work on it a little bit more to get that finished. I think that's all, and then it's donut time. What time is it? It's donut time. Oh yeah, I'll see if I can find my book. I know this is a bit of a boring background, but I find if I sit more that way so you can see the yarn behind me, the light is shining in through the window too much. So I've really got to sort out, my yarn used to be on this wall, so I might actually put it back, and I need a really good sort out, but it means taking a lot of things out to then put them back in, so I need a couple of days. I feel like it. I'm doing this crochet along from this Crochet Donut Buddies book. I've had it quite a while, and I've done the odd one or two, but I did a crochet along with the Crochet Critters, and I really enjoyed that. So I thought, oh, these are so cute, and I've got 3 little grandchildren that are under, I mean I've got 6, but 3 of them are under the age of 3. I know Jonathan's coming up for 3, and so is Dougie. But little hope will be coming, 2 next time. So, and they'll be under 5, shall I say? Anyway, under 4, under 5. So for all of them, I'm just embroidering safety eyes, and I'm going to share all the donuts. I'm going to share them between the 3, so that they can have so many each that they can take to their nurseries or share with their little friends at nurseries. So that's what. So they're all safe, is what I mean. The book 50 Easy Amigurumi Patterns for Collectible Crochet Toys is by Rachel Zane, and it's just a lovely book actually, because in the back I tell you about the author, and it's got techniques in the back showing you how to crochet in the round, and a magic loop, and all the stitches that you might need, trebles and halves and doubles and singles and things like that. It's American terms, US terms. And then there's a little section, playing donut games. So it says these gorgeous donut buddies can be used in all sorts of games, from hide and seek to making tea, and from happy families to tiger hunts. Why not try these ideas? So you could do storytelling with them, have a little favourite donut character and tell them a little imaginary story. Or you could make families, like make a large, a medium and a small out of different yarn weights to make a little family. Oh, excuse me. At Halloween, you could find the spooky ones and hide them about the house, or any. There's lots of, play games, and then you can make collections. So you could do the farm animals, have a collection. Under the sea, you could have a collection, because there's lots of different ones. And then accessories, it shows you how to do the bows, the tassels, and the little flowers. So and then the donuts themselves, they're rated from 1 donut to 5 donuts. I don't think we've done the snake yet, have we? But you see here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 donuts. This one's rated as a 3, the difficulty level. Anyway, last week I pulled out of my bag of balls, made this bag myself. I never made another one yet, but it had to be this big because I got all these great big balls. So anyway, it's getting lower, getting emptier. So last week was the goat. And I love the goat. It was so cute. That was the little goat. Look. He or she lovely. This was 2 donut rating. The horns were a little bit of a monkey because you only had 4 single crochets, but then you increased to 6. But that was not too bad. It showed you how to do that in the back if you didn't know how to do that. So that was all okay. So I had some lovely photos from our lovely ladies, and I'll start off with Mary. Hi Mary. That's Mary's. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's outside sitting amongst heather. Isn't that a lovely photo? I love heather and lavender and anything like that. Sitting amongst the heather, and she's used Starcraft Special Decay in cream and parchment. You can still see that, the light. It's just awful. Sorry about that. Whoops. So, thank you, Mary. And look, she does the eyes. I'm still practicing with my eyes, but she embroiders the most perfect eyes. Lovely. Thank you, Mary. And the next one we have is from Jan. Hi, Jan. Thank you for taking part. Now again with this one, she didn't do icing, and I never think to not do icing. I just always do the donut. I used to make my donut and stuff it, then make the icing and put the icing on. But when I did my goat, I made the donut, made the icing, made all the little parts, and then sat and put it all together at the end. but I don't ever think of not doing icing. And it, it doesn't really need it, does it? But this is Jan's little fella. She's put a blue bow, but she hasn't attached it or anything because it's a little girl. Sorry, she hasn't attached the blue bow. I think it looks cute instead of the little billy goat, little, you know, because you think of a billy goat as having a little beard. I suppose I don't know whether nanny goats have beards as well, but just as different because I nearly put a little pink ribbon in mine, um, just to make it look a bit cuter. But lovely eyes as well, Jan. And Jan has used Premier Basic in linen, and then for the snout, she's used Starcraft Specialty Cape Blush. And for the horns, it's a very, very pale blue because she was using one that was too fuzzy and it was difficult with the little 4 single crochets. So, but look at the little ears. I think I struggle with ears, putting ears on somehow. And the muzzle is a little bit sometimes challenging, isn't it, when you've got to stuff it and sew it on at the same time. But yeah, lovely. Thank you, Jan. What was I going to say about? Oh yes, I was going to put a little pink bow or something on mine. I just thought, oh, I'd finish it off, but because I've got like I said, I'm giving them to the 3 youngest grandchildren. There's Dougie, Jonathan, and Hope. So their little class members, their little friends, are going to be girls and boys. So I thought, really, I want them to be a bit neutral. I don't want them to look like little boys or look like it's something for a little girl. Although I think I was making mine as a little girl. I nearly put a pink ribbon, but I thought no, it could be either because I didn't want them to be all girl ones and not have any boy ones for little boys. That was my reasoning. The next pictures we've got are from Thea. Hi Thea, thank you very much for sending. And I don't think they are, but when I first looked at them, they looked like they were made in plush, but I don't think they are. But they're just lots of a little goat, cute. Oh, excuse me. And the fish, love the colours. I think out of all the donuts, the fish were the ones that we had a lot of a variety. Such beautiful colours. And look at the little goat. I think the little goat's cute, and I love the colours. And yeah, now this is from past weeks, and I just have to say, an absolute brilliant job and well done, Thea. Look at the spider. I know, so some of you did do the legs, but I just couldn't do the legs. And the little Stegosaurus as well is beautiful. Little cute smile. But she did the eyes and everything, but she's done the legs absolutely. Excuse me, she did all 8 of them. And in that, just round and round and changed the colour, and I just hats off to you, Thea. You did a brilliant job. I just had to go, I just couldn't do them. I suppose I could if I really tried. I don't know, I must have. But look, if you persevere, how beautiful that spider looks like. Well, if spiders can look beautiful, that's just an amazing job. So proud, really, really, really well done. I can't believe you did that, but absolutely brilliant. And the next picture, sorry, I've got to. Oh, so the air goes, I think I have to open a window, it goes a bit stuffy. Turn the heating off, but the air like dries up and it makes me cough. So the last one is from, come on, turn around, is from the lovely Lynn. Hi Lynn, from Lynn Penguins Creations. Which better way? Oh, that's it. This is the fish. See, that looked a little bit like plush yarn, but it isn't. That's the lovely fish. Sorry, the lighting's not good. The lovely fish from last week. How beautiful. Oh, yeah, I think if all the fish are all so different, but all absolutely gorgeous. So that was the fish from last week, and look, a little goat, lovely eyes, brilliant how you do the eyes and the little beard, gorgeous. Looks, I love goats. They're so cute. Oh, sorry, everything's shining in my light and it's getting on my nerves. Sorry, just 1 minute. Let me just go that way a little bit more. Oh, I'm going to get light sorted out. Look. So that's all the beautiful goats. I just love goats. We have a little bunny farm nearby, and we have a little bunny farm, and they have lots of little goats. So we get to sometimes we go and visit. The little kids are so cute. Oh, let me show you mine. So this is my little goat. I just fluffed that up a bit because I don't know why, I just did. Thought it should be a bit fluffy. But yeah, it doesn't come off or anything. But my eyes, look, should have been a bit bigger. Wouldn't that have been much better if they'd have been nice, larger eyes? For some reason, I just struggled to do the eyes, and that's the back. So that's another little donut to come here. Let's see if I can put in there. Try and display them better. And maybe next week I'll go through the whole lot like I did once before, just so that you can see all that we've done. Because the goat was number 33. So not too many more to go. Right. Oh, let me relax. It's that time again. It's that time again. Oh, so exciting. But we still don't want anything too difficult. I know I'm going to do them all, so it really doesn't matter if we get what difficulty level. I've got one. Please be nice. It's a blue ball. It's a blue ball. And it is. Oh, I don't think Natasha will be happy. It's the sun on page 24. I got a feeling she was dreading this just because there was well, let me show you. '26, 24. It's only a 2-star rating. Look at that beautiful sun. That's just what we need this time of year. It's only 2-star, but look at all the little rays to sew on. I think that's why Natasha was dreading it. Sorry, Natasha, but it had to come out at some time. The sun is always shining in Donut Land, and with her super cheerful disposition, this donut buddy is sure to brighten up even the dullest of days. It says use a smaller or larger hook as necessary to create sun rays the right size to fit 10 around the edge of your donut. So follow the basic donut pattern to create the donut base in egg yolk yellow and the icing in bright yellow. And then the sun rays make 5 of each colour. So 5 of egg yolk yellow and 5 of bright yellow. They actually look all the same to me, but can you see This one is a bit different from this one. I suppose you could just do no icing and just do it all yellow. Wouldn't really matter, would it? And do all the sun rays the same colour. It's entirely up to you whether you do it pale and darker, or I might do mine pale lemon and a deeper yellow, just to make it not so tediously all the same colour. And the sun rays you make 5, but it only goes to around 8. So not many instructions there. Look, that's the side view. So donut straightforward, but quite a bit of sewing on. Oh, sorry Natasha, but it had to come out at some point. Yeah, it's a 2 donut rating, so that'll be okay. It'll be all right. So that's it for crochet. I've got I seem to have quite a busy week. I've got nothing today, but I need to, put washing in and change the bed sheets and things like that. It's quite a nice day. I might hang them out, but tomorrow, Tuesday, I've got mid-morning. I've got I think it's 10:30. I've got an appointment at the doctor's, and it's COPD. But whenever I go, they can't seem to. I do have COPD, but sometimes they'll say no, it's asthma, but they're totally different things. So I've got to have a COPD check tomorrow. And then after that, at 12:30, we go on to Port Maddock, which is about 3/4 of an hour away. And my husband's got a optician's appointment for new glasses because he needs varifocal. Is it bifocal? I'm not sure, but one of the two. I think it's varifocal. And he also wanted them tinted, so we've got to have an eye test. And I'll pop and see Dot while he's having that done, so that'll be nice. Hi Dot, see you tomorrow. And then Wednesday, it'll be, I'll say, my mum's funeral. My dad's having a pure cremation, so there's nothing to go to, but it's the day when she'll be cremated. So Wednesday, I think I'll just stay in, and we're going to release a balloon for her. We're going to have our own little ceremony, me and my husband, because I live 120 mile away from family, so we're not going to go there. We're just going to my children, my sons and daughter, and my sister and my nephews and niece. They just do their own little thing, on that day. So it'll be Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm having my hair trimmed, not cut too much, but just a little bit, just trimmed a little bit. And then Friday, the boiler man's coming just to check the boiler, and not that that's anything important, but I just have to watch out for him and make sure the dogs are not in the garden, and just have to. Oh, they're just barking, and I can just see a lady walking a dog in the field. You'd think they own everywhere, and or they're just sort of shouting hello to the other dogs. I don't know what they're doing, but sorry about that if you can hear that. So I seem to just have quite a lot on. But in the meantime, I need to sort out in here because I feel cluttered in here, and I think if you've got cluttered surroundings, you've got cluttered mind, haven't you? And I'm just hoping I can. I've got I've got things that I need to get on with, because blankets. I've got my other daughter-in-law. Goodness me, the dog's getting on my nerves now. Sorry if you can hear that too loud. My other daughter-in-law, Sam. Hi, Sam. Her mom has sent this pattern. She did ask me if I could make a hexie cardigan, and that's it there. Lovely hexie cardigan, and there's so much instruction from. I think she had this pattern from Etsy, but there's so much instruction and a lovely pattern. and she bought the yarn. She had it off Wool Warehouse, but she bought the actual yarn that was made in, and it was anti-pilling, DK Signet, pure baby prints. So most of it will be done in that, and then just the little borders and things will be done in the pure baby. But I'll show you more about that. But I've had that a week or so, so I really need to start on that with her. And then Samantha's sister, Ellie, so her mum wants the cardigan, and her sister Ellie is expecting a baby fairly soon. So I'll show you that another time, the yarn I've got for that. And I'll just check with Sam that Ellie doesn't watch. I don't think she does, but you just never know, do you? So I don't want it to ruin the surprise, so I'll just check with Sam. But I'll show you that next week maybe. But I just seem to have lots on. So yeah, a busy week, but it keeps your mind active, doesn't it? And dogs are just getting on my nerves. I will have to go and sort them out and give them a little. I'll give them a little treat, and then that. No, not because they're barking. That sounds like giving them a treat because they've been barking. I'll just bring them in, and because I'm not there, if I'm there, they're okay. Sorry, I'm just waffling a little bit. So I'll don't think I've got anything for Wednesday, but like I said, I've got quite a busy week. But if anything crops up in the meantime, I'll do a little video. But if not, I'll be back with Sophie Saturday. Really enjoyed Sophie Saturday, so it's coming on beautifully. Oh, got a bit of yarn coming, so I could do a little yarn haul midweek. I think I'll do that. So, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, love each other as much as just make every moment matter, and just be kind, and gentle, happy with people that you pass in the street. It makes their day. Well, some people, doesn't others, but it doesn't matter about some, does it? If they're not that way inclined. But sometimes it just brightens someone's day if you just smile and say hello, and you think that doesn't take anything, does it? Doesn't cost anything, doesn't take any of your time, or you just I just try and do that and spread happiness wherever I go, and I just think that might pass that on to them, and then they might pass it on to someone else. So you never know. But keep safe, keep well, and I love you all, and see you next time. Bye. Love you all.